Carl from Studio In Car. This is Ricky's C63S. It's a big job, this one, so I'm going to talk you through it. I've got some stills, got some B-roll that lads have taken while they've been sort of working on the car. It's an overt fabrication job. This still looks classy as, in my opinion, but it's quite out there. So system-wise, Hertz Mille Legend front end, so 8-inch in the firewalls, mids in the door, and the tweeters are in the door as well on these. When you get a premium plus car, their sort of locations are in the doors. Mille Pro 3-in tweeter in the back, so we've got a little bit of fill in there, and a JL Audio TW5 subwoofer, which is in a sealed enclosure playing into the cab. So you can have the seats down, you can have the sort of rear center console down, as you can see. We've got an Audison 51K running tweeters, mid-range, and a subwoofer, and then we've got a Quattro bridged on the mid-bass in the firewall. They work quite well, these, with that sort of front-facing mid-bass. There's a bit of work to do in there, but yeah, they come out really well. You get a really hard-hitting mid-bass. Yeah, all headed by the Bit 1 HD and a Zen module to convert the Mercedes sort of digital coding over to fiber optic PCM, straight into the DSP, and then we chop all that up and send it out to our amplifiers. So as a system alone, it's a relatively large system. You know, there's also an Audison SR4 in here that even I just forgot about. It's completely buried. It's just for the sort of rear end, because we want to keep all of those channels fully active, you know, in the front end and the rear, really. So yeah, the Bit 1 HD in this has got a fair job on its hand. It's got, what is that, 11, 9, yeah, it's 11 channels. But we've done loads to this car, like beyond the stereo. The stereo, of course, is always our primary, but there's a number of contacts that we have, a number of things that we can do. You know, I've been building cars forever, so there's things that come sort of more simply to us, sort of design things, and lads that we know, professionals within the industry, that can all sort of work together on one project. So there's a number of things we've done on this, which is, you know, powder coat that sort of high power silver on the wheels. The black on these can just lose the wheel. I'm not a huge fan of black wheels as it is, but the silver on this has brought out a load of class for it. Clear plates, big deal. Just a nice, simple clear plate. We've changed them over as well. The car is on an Airlift 3P system with imported bags, so Airlift don't do a bag set for this car, so we had to import them as well. That's all done in-house. Our pal Ollie at Mill Road Motors did change the shocks for us, because we don't have a ramp in here, and you'll know if you're watching this, I've done countless air systems, and I've done all of them on the floor. All of them, and it's just not a nice job to do on the floor. We don't have ramps, so yeah, Ollie's done that, changed the bags over after we'd fitted the entire system, turn it on, and off we go, no leaks. It's a soft line install, it's not a hard line install, but it has been displayed, so we've built it in a way that you can see the management, you can see the tank's underslung, and that's a seamless, there's a seamless sort of alloy spun tank in there, so they look quite nice, just an all black, which just kind of plays it down, which you can see from the images. We didn't want to shout about the fact that it has an exposed sort of air system. We don't need a bright tank in this. It's all about marrying the colors of the original interior, which is the sort of silver black, into the work that we have done with some lighting that was at the request of the client, which has come out, you know, really well. So yeah, like I say, we're 99.9% done. All we've got to do is modify our controller mount in the cup holder area, which has the Airlift controller in there and the DRC MP for subwoofer duties and stuff like that. The controller for the DSP. It's a big job. Let's have a look around it. Yeah, so this is the car as it sits. It's got about 30 PSI in it at the moment. It's not all the way down because I just turned the ignition on for a bit of B-roll, and the car sort of rises on start. So our guy Lewis from Rain Valeting has also had the car, so this has now got a ceramic package on it. The paint before was just, it was as swirly as anything. It had just been cleaned by garages or whatever. This car's a new car to Ricky, so it won't be him that's damaged it, but it'll go back to him spot on. So that's, you know, wheels, ceramic coating, the air system. I'm pretty sure there's other little things we've done in here, but as you can see from the interior, from the driving position, there's nothing really for you to see. You shouldn't have to be distracted by our system. And then you have our controller mount there in the center console, which you can just see. I'll take you in there now. This needs finishing down because it just needs lowering slightly. Yes, it just needs dropping down by about 10 mil, which will be a Monday morning thing really. It's Saturday, I'm here to shoot sort of videos upstairs and videos of this, so we'll get that going. And then you can see in the back there, you can see our sort of subwoofer installation on that front panel. The boot's where it gets even more funky. Although I need the key because there is no button on the boot lid. You can either do it by the door or you can do it by the key. Let's go. Such a wicked, simple piece of light that, but lets everyone know that your sub just isn't messing around, you know. And then in here's where the magic happens. So as explained, we've got our Quattro 51K, bit 1 HD. In the right side, there's another amplifier and an integration device. And then we have our manifold at the back there. It's a soft line install this, so everything runs down and goes out the floor. And the compressor and tank lines are in between the this Alcantara rear panel here, which is just behind the sort of manifold and the tank, and the sub box. It gives us a nice void either side of the sub box. So in that void is where we've mounted 2 silent compressors. Not exactly silent, I knew they wouldn't be, but they are way quieter than the via compressors that we're used to. Because we haven't done an air system for 5 or 6 years. Just left the market. The market got too saturated, and it wasn't really ever you know, an interest of ours, but it just goes hand in hand with fabrication. Ricky wanted this on air, and I had the sense that he was the, you know, the right client for it. So he wanted this because there was some sort of hump on the driveway. He likes to drive them low. This was low before we started, and he wants to be able to lift it over that. So full air system it is with a custom install. Wicked. All right. We've been a little bit quiet lately on YouTube simply because we build stuff like this. When we build stuff like this, and there's 3 or 4 different sort of cars to this level at the moment, which will come out, you know, over the next few months, we just have to go dark, and we just can't shoot. So yeah, this is you know, this is on its way home. He must be buzzing to get hold of it. Massive job this, everything done in-house, you know, all of that sort of design and fabrication work, all of that good stuff. It doesn't have to leave here, it all just stays in here, all the upholstery, everything. Yeah, I'm buzzing for him to get it back. It's been a little while because it is a big job and it's changed a couple of times. It never had an air system initially and things like that. Let me know what you think. You know, if you want to ask any questions about it, just give us a shout. Everything will be in the description below. And if you could, a thumbs up on the video would be fantastic because it helps us expose our video to more people. So it might not help you, but it definitely helps us. So yeah, we didn't create the algorithm, you know. I'm Carl's your Studio in Car. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope I've made a decent video of it. All right, take it easy. sounds banging. I can't play it for you because I refuse to sit on camera listening to copyright-free music. It just isn't what I'm about. And any normal music that we would listen to, which is fantastic, I wish we could just send our sort of monetization to them and then we could just use their music, but it gets us sort of shadowed off of YouTube and it stops showing people our videos. The money isn't something that I care about, it's the exposure of the video that I care about. So hopefully that goes sort of in part to explaining why we don't just bang music on the stereos. I do it every now and again because it just allows it enough time for YouTube to not sort of ban us and stop showing videos, but you can see in the analytics of the videos how it's affected when we do put music on the systems.